Well, hello everyone. Thanks for joining another eProduction configurator video. Today, we're going to talk about, and you're going to hear about the enhancements in eProduction for cheese tempering, including the changes needed for adding cheese to the thaw screen, and the settings for cheese on the tempering screen. The first item we will walk through is adding cheese to the thaw screen. We'll start at the BOS and go to the eProduction configurator tool. Once you click on the icon, this screen will appear, and you will click in the Thaw Build To settings. Next, we will choose a time segment, and that's the time segment when you want to add the cheese by sleeve to be prepped. Included in the April 2023 Navit Kit is a station guide, which shares the reminder that one sleeve of cheese equals 2 of the new smaller containers. That's 4 stacks of 20, equaling 80 slices per container. For this example, we are going to use the 6 a.m. time segment. To add a new product in the 6 a.m. time segment, right-click, or you can click the Add button, as seen here. Now you will see the pop-up box. We'll add item number 13, which is cheese, or you can always search for an item by spelling it out. Once cheese is selected, press Add Item. Cheese is now in the time segment, and next we will click on cheese and set up our parameters in the box to the right. There are 5 items to configure here, and the first is description. We will leave this as cheese slices. Second is the thaw time. We are prepping sleeves of cheese into the smaller containers for the day, and since they will be in the refrigerator until time to temper, there will be a thaw time of 0. Third is the secondary shelf life, which is 72 hours for cheese in containers. Fourth is pull by, and we will pull by sleeve using the station guide. Reminder, one sleeve equals 2 small containers of 80 pieces of cheese, 4 stacks of 20. And fifth, the last one, is the buffer. The default here is 0, but this can be increased or decreased if needed. We will leave the buffer at 0 for now. Once you have set up cheese on the thaw screen, don't forget to click Copy to All Days, as seen here on the screen. Once cheese settings are configured on the thaw screen and you've copied to all days, you can then click on the Finalize tab and choose either Activate, which will save and push the configurations to the tempering screen. Now this will shut down eProduction for around 5 minutes, or you can click Save, which will update the new configured settings for the tempering screen at tomorrow's open. Here's what the cheese will look like on the thaw screen. Now, let's look at how to add cheese to the tempering screen with the new procedures and the new settings. We are already in the configurator tool, so let's click on the tempering monitor settings. Once here, click on a time segment that we will want to add cheese tempering to. For cheese tempering, we will be pulling cheese every 2 hours. For this example, we will start at the 6 a.m. time. Right-click in the 6 a.m. time segment or click on the Add button to add cheese. The search item box will appear. 13 is the number to use. Once again, we can search for cheese or spell it out by name. Once cheese is selected, click Add Item. Cheese will now appear in that time segment. Click on the cheese line, and we will set up the tempering parameters. Now there's 4 items here. Once again, the first one is the description, and we will leave this as cheese slices. Second is the temper time. We will set this at 1 hour. Third is the pull by dropdown, and we will set this to container, C-O-N-T, short for container. If you do not see container as an option in the dropdown box, please follow these steps. You'll click on the small pencil icon or edit button to the right of the dropdown. This screen will appear. Click Add New and set the name to C-O-N-T, short for container. Please remember, do not exceed 6 characters here, as this will prevent printing. You'll set the base unit of measurement, or UOM, to each, and set the quantity to 80. This will provide eProduction the data of 80 slices of cheese per small container. Next, press Apply. Now, you should be able to see container in the dropdown, and then you will choose this for the setting to pull by. The last thing is buffer, and this is a default of 0, but can be increased or decreased as needed. Now you will repeat the steps just used to ensure cheese tempering is added to a time segment every 2 hours. One note here, if you already had cheese set up to temper every 2 hours, just change the cheese parameters in the first segment, and once changed, it will be changed in all segments. The most important part here is making sure all parameters are correct, and that cheese is in a time segment every 2 hours. And then, don't forget to copy to all days, as seen again here on the screen. Now, once your cheese has been configured on the tempering screen for all time segments, you've copied over to all days, remember you can click that Finalize tab and choose either Activate or Save. Activate will take eProduction down and it'll come up with those settings, or Save will bring it up at the next day open. Don't forget to share with your team to listen for the audio alert when it's time to pull that cheese by container. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We'll see you next video.